The legacy of the Iraq War is all too real. This is one of the funerals today following the suicide bombing by so-called Islamic State. The anarchy, the civil war, the vacuum for jihadists can all be traced back to 2003.
There was an understanding that we could wave some sort of magic wand, that I in the front line would be able to wave a magic wand and it would just all become like Kosovo and be fairly benign and everything would work.
Colonel Chris Parker of the Desert Rats says the West failed the people of Iraq.
The Shia, predominantly in Basra, had been horrendously oppressed. They were very poor and they needed us. They needed us to be strong and show them how to build a city. They were very keen to build their city, but we gave them nothing.
The war had been a success, but as the tanks rolled into Basra, it became clear there was no plan for the peace. Colonel Parker was told he had to run the city, but he didn't have enough equipment and nowhere near enough men.
You can't throw your teddy in the corner, you've got to get on and do it, and I had a very professional team around me. I was certainly quite angry at the time, I must confess, because I felt that above us and to the left and right of us, there must have been people who could do this job and help us better than ourselves. And it just struck us, we were a little bit left out hanging in the wind here.
Chris Parker was chosen to brief the Prime Minister when he visited the troops in May 2003. He did not hold back.
And what did he say to you? There was a bit of a wry smile, I remember at the time, and a bit of sort of looking and a bit of a, well, you know, can't really comment. I actually got told off because I was quite rude, probably, and impertinent. I actually asked the Prime Minister for a bet. I actually asked him to bet me that the situation will slide away into crisis. I was later told, probably quite rightly, I was being a bit impertinent asking the Prime Minister for a bet. But I wish I'd taken that bet.
But Colonel Parker's fire is directed at the top brass at the MOD and the Foreign Office.
It really sticks in the throat of a lot of veterans. A lot of these senior people, we must remember, were highly decorated. Awards which were given to them by other senior people who had also failed. And they're retired now in nice places with nice pensions, while a lot of people are still suffering the aftermath of what happens.
Ahead of the Chilcot report, Colonel Parker says we may have won the war, but we should feel shame that we did not win the peace. Simon Viger, 5 News.